I was hired to record silence. Not music, not voices, not sound effects. Silence. The job posting was strange even by freelance standards. It didn't list a company name, only an address and a short description. We are looking for someone to professionally record silence in controlled environments. Night work only. The pay was good. Too good for something that sounded meaningless. The building was located far outside the city, surrounded by empty fields and a single broken road. No signs. No logo. Just concrete walls and a metal door that buzzed when I pressed the button. Inside, everything was clean, modern, and unsettlingly empty. They led me to a room underground. "This is Chamber 1, the supervisor said. "Your task is simple. Sit here. Record. Don't speak. Don't move more than necessary." I asked the obvious question. Why record silence? He smiled politely. Because true silence is rare. The room was soundproofed beyond anything I had ever seen. Thick walls, suspended floors, special panels that absorbed even the sound of breathing. When the door closed behind me, the world disappeared. At first, it was uncomfortable. You don't realize how loud existence is until it's gone. No air movement. No distant traffic. Just nothing. I pressed record. The first hour passed slowly. My ears rang. My thoughts grew louder to compensate. But eventually, something strange happened. The ringing stopped. And for a moment, I felt like I wasn't alone. I shook it off. The mind does weird things in isolation. Every night I returned. Different chambers. Same instructions. Record. Observe. Leave. After a week, I noticed something odd in the audio files. They weren't empty. Not noise. Not interference. Patterns. Waveforms where there should have been none. Tiny fluctuations, repeating every few minutes. I asked the supervisor about it. "That's why we hired you," he said calmly. "Most people can't hear it. You can." "Hear what?" He didn't answer. On the 10th night, something changed. While recording, I felt pressure in my chest, like the room was listening back. The silence felt heavy, intentional. Then, very faintly, I heard it. A sound that wasn't a sound. More like the absence of something breaking. Pause inside reality. My equipment reacted instantly. The meters jumped. When I reviewed the file later, the waveform was clear. Perfect dip.
À signature.
They were excited. "You've captured it," the supervisor said. "A clean sample." "Captured what?" I asked. He hesitated. Moments where existence hesitates. That night I couldn't sleep. On the next sessions, the silence grew deeper, heavier. The chambers felt larger on the inside than they should have been. And then, I heard voices, not speaking, remembering, fragments of moments that never happened, regrets that didn't belong to anyone I knew, thoughts abandoned before they were thought. I realized the truth slowly. This facility wasn't recording silence. It was recording the gaps left behind when people disappeared. Not died, disappeared. People who were erased so completely that even memory let go. What remained was a vacuum, and vacuums, under the right conditions, spoke. "You're hearing what's left when someone is removed," the supervisor finally admitted. "We preserve it, study it." "For what purpose?" He looked tired. "To understand how close we are to vanishing ourselves." On my final night, they asked me to enter the deepest chamber. Chamber 0. The door closed. The silence was absolute. And then I understood. The silence wasn't empty. It was full of everything that no longer existed. And it noticed me. My recorder went wild. The waveform flattened completely. Perfect line. The sound of absolute nothing. When I left the facility, no one stopped me. I never returned. Sometimes late at night, when the world is quiet enough, I hear it again. That pause. That hesitation. And I wonder if one day, someone will record the silence I leave behind.